Hey friends, it's me Nell, and this is Getting Personnel with Christ. Join me as I talk story about how Jesus pops up in my everyday life and surrounds me with his love. Grab a drink, sit down, just listen. Talk story. Hey everybody, it's me, Nelanie, also known as Nell, and this is Getting Personnel with Christ. Just wanted to say I'm so sorry that we are not having our regular talk story. You pick the topic episode. I did one with my friend Sherry, and the audio was not clear, so I didn't want to even put it out. So right now it is 11:03 p.m. on Wednesday, uh, May 21st, so the day before this comes out. And I am just going to spill the tea on me, Melanie, and just give you a life update on what's been happening with me, what's been going on. First of all, I want to say that I am so over it. And what I mean, I'm so over it, I am so over the school year. I want it to be done, and I bet thousands and millions of teachers are so over it too, and they just need a break. And even if it's just 1 week, I just need a break because I will be teaching summer school. So that's fun, and I can't wait to do that. And I'll let you know more about that because I'll be teaching some really cool classes. And so yeah, I just want it to be over and just relax and just be on a beach and swim in the ocean or sit in a coffee shop and just, sit and talk story. Speaking of talk story, my sister the other week was all like, well, I didn't start work until later, and she was all like, "Oh, what do you want to do before then?" And she goes, "You want to go get a coffee or go to Coffee Bean and I don't know, sit down, just listen, talk story." I was like, "Whoa, are you mocking me? Like, are you teasing my podcast?" And she started laughing. But yes, this is what we're going to do today. I'm going to just share my life with you right now. And we're, just going to talk story. You listen though, and it's going to be a two-way talk story with me and you where you can comment below and tell me give me some advice or let me know what you think and what I should do with stuff. And yeah, let's just talk story. So, first of all, life update number one, I did my first paid retreat. Um, I did a confirmation Eucharist retreat, sacrament prep retreat for this church in Nu'uanu, St. Stephen's, and it was great. I planned it. It took me forever to plan this retreat. It was called The Great Adventure Journey with Jesus, and I made passports for these kids, and where I even took their pictures and printed it out, and they had a little booklet with their passports, and we went through confirmation and baptism and the Eucharist and reconciliation, going over those things and how important it is in our journey of life. Um, Not in that order. Oh my gosh, no. But in the right order. And it was great. It was fun. It was a family retreat, so I had so much fun with these kids and these families, and they were very encouraging and very open to what I had to say and what I had to teach them. The community was great, and Velma, who's the director of religious ed for St. Stephen's, I knew her back when I was doing ministry out on that side of the island, and um, just how it went. I went to a renewal of vows, I think, or commitment, or something like that, for some of the sisters that are a part of our church, and it was at their church, St. Stephen's, and I just, asked her, would you be willing for me to come and speak to your class, or sell my book at the church? And w- she emailed me, and oh, I emailed them actually, a, a proposal for a retreat or a talk. And she actually said, oh, we're actually looking for someone to lead our retreat. Do you know of anybody? And I said, well, I can do it. Just give me a chance. I'll put a proposal and a retreat agenda. And with that, it was history, and it was my first paying retreat that I've done. And I had a lovely assistant, my mom, and she helped me, and she was my Uber because I don't drive. But it was great, and I had fun. I learned a lot, and the feedback was good, and some things I need to improve on. But overall, it was a good experience, and I can't wait to do one again. Then there's just an announcement that I want to make next, the second life update. I want to announce that I will be launching my first ever personal website. Um, People were saying, we don't really know who you are. How do we get in touch with you? What are you all about? And it's a better way to have all my links, because I have so many social medias profiles. I have my personal one, Inalen. It's pronounced Inalen. Um Inalen is my name backwards. Melanie Inalen. It's not in Allen, but if you ever get confused, it's Inalen. I say Inalen, not in Allen, but a lot of people say in Allen. And then I have my Getting Personnel with Christ podcast social media account, and then I have Adore the Musical social media account that, you know, tells about the Adore play. Um, but in this website, it would be all there, plus my book and links to the Amazon page to for you to purchase my book, Alina Special Invitation, and just like who I am, and like what I'm all about, and how I want my ministry to go for other people to know, and to share that I'm available to do talks, retreats, and just, talk story, be your next faith-filled friend that you can get to know. I hope that after listening to my podcast that you got to know me a little bit better, and just I hope that I'm a friendly voice in your phones or in your ears that you can listen to. But if you only heard my voice and maybe not seen my social media accounts or my YouTube um my YouTube videos for my podcast, you can just check out my website, which will have pictures of me. I I was trying to make it as personal as I possibly could. Um, I was thinking about doing putting up professional photos of myself, and I will do them in the future, sometime this summer. But I just wanted you to see who I am, like just on all on one page, where you don't have to look and scroll through all my millions of photos. Well, I don't have millions of photos, but photos of me, of things that were really important to me last year. And one of the pictures is my baptism, so I'm looking forward to um, launching this website for you all to see. And it's going to be www.nelaniejp. Oh my gosh, I can't even say my name. One more time. www.nelaniejptabata.com. JP is my middle name, and it's Joanna Pamplona, just like ode to my mom, because N for Nelanie, which N I got from my dad Nicholas, T Tabata, T Tabata, of course, and then Joanna Pamplona is after my mom. My mom's name is Joanne. So Nelanie Joanna Pamplona Tabata, if you didn't already know. But yep, that's gonna be my website, and I'm really hoping to launch that on May 31st. If I don't, please email me, text me, whatever, and like tell me, get it out there. People want to see who you are and want to be nosy and know who you are. I'm just kidding. But I'm going to try my best to get that out on May 31st. Then then oh my gosh, I'm making up my own words. Then the next thing I want to talk about is wanting to become a Catholic speaker. So last year with NCYC, that was my first speaking gig that am so proud to say that I've accomplished my first speaking gig. And I talked about inviting people and then responding to that invitation. And so it was called You're Invited, so RSVP. And it was a great experience too. And I hope that is my goal, to be a national Catholic speaker, Catholic national speaker, national Catholic speaker. My sister's gonna hate me for repeating myself and saying stuff all over again, but I want to be a national Catholic speaker. And if you are a Catholic speaker or you know of any Catholic speaker, reach out to me. I would love to have some guidance in doing this. I want to make it my full-time job, or just my ministry, like I just I just love talking story with people, and I love to share my story, and hopefully that's where God wants me to be. I'm so excited to put in some work in the next year to put myself out there, and hopefully start, pitching myself to other people and praying that, this is what God really wants of me in my vocation as of right now. And I'm so excited that, I have such a big support system that has encouraged me to do so much in the podcast, my book, and speaking. And so I have a big support system that I want to thank right now. Thank you for encouraging me and loving me and lifting me up in many, many different ways. And then the next thing I want to talk about is that summer school stuff. So this coming summer, in a couple of weeks, I will be co teaching one class with two of my friends, Marissa and Jennifer. Um, I just called her Jennifer. Weird. Jen. Marissa and Jen. And Marissa, Auntie Eva, Miss Wong, and Jen. We will be doing a mini media makers class where we teach kids how to be on camera, use the camera, um, news reports, interviews. I'm so excited because this is what I like doing, and what a great way to share my gifts and talents with these children, this younger generation, and hopefully they will make a difference in our social media realm where we bring positive news and to the world. And then my second class, our summer school is themed after Lilo and Stitch, and I'm so excited to see Lilo and Stitch the live action. Like sometimes with live actions, I'm like, oh my gosh, there's nothing new. It's all the same. There's no creativity because they're just remaking another movie. But I love Lilo and Stitch, not only because it's from Hawaii, but it it just Ohana means family, and family means no one gets left behind, and I'm all about family. So yeah, I love that. And yeah, so the summer school program is themed after Lilo and Stitch. And so I came up with a class and I named it Experiment J19 Built for Bravery. And this is the description for this class. And maybe after this description, you would love to join my class too. But it says, welcome to Experiment J19, where we're on a mission to be bold, be fearless, and trust that God is with us every step of the way. Inspired by Joshua 1:9, be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid or discouraged, for the Lord your God is with you wherever you go. This class is all about discovering your confidence and stepping into your God given strength. Through exciting challenges, fun improv games, and teamwork adventures, you'll learn to speak up, stand tall, and trust in yourself and God's plan for you. Whether you're taking center stage, leading a group, or trying something new, Experiment J19 will help you activate your courage and unleash the fearless you. So gear up, get ready, and let's launch into confidence because you were made for this. So I'm so excited for this class. Like I had a drama class before that helped with confidence too, but putting that spin or that connection with um, the word is really helping me to set up this class for not only confidence in themselves but confidence in God. So yeah, summer school sounds like it's gonna be fun, and I can't wait. And then the next one is my podcast. I'm I'm so happy that I launched this year with having interviews with other people. And I know I did some last year, but having a consistent amount of consistency in having the Adore interviews, which has been fun reminiscing about the times that we've been together and looking back at the play, and then having talk story. Like I love that. I love that people who come on my podcast, they pick the topic and it's not me. Like, it's a fun way to hear what you have to say instead of me always trying to figure out what to say. Blah. I know my sister said I'm lazy, but for doing that, but like it keeps me on my toes because now I have to think of things to talk to them about. Yeah. So I'm happy with that. And in fact, um, June is when Adora was on stage last year. And so that's one of the things I'm so excited for next month. I am going to try my hardest to get my sister and my mom on the podcast so that we can talk about Adore and talk about how our lives have our reality has come onto the stage. And hopefully, maybe hopefully my ninang, my godmother, will come on too. I'm hoping for it, but fingers crossed. Praying for it that she'll come and talk about our lives that was, played on stage, and what the real things that happen during those times. And so I'm so excited for all the new things with the podcast, and I want to even have more people want to talk story. You pick the topic where we can have more than one person on there, maybe couple more, like two or three more people on the podcast at the same time. But all that takes money, and I'm trying to figure out how I can do this. But I would love to do it, and I hope that it will happen soon. And lastly, you may hear me speaking with such a happy voice, but I don't know what this month has brought up. But and I have uncovered with my therapist that, because so before that, I've been having really bad panic attacks, and I feel like that it's coming up. I uncovered with my therapist that it's coming up more is because I am worried about my future. There's things I want to do, and I want to do things I want to do, but sometimes making decisions to do what I want to do, and knowing what God wants me to do is sometimes hard for me to handle. And so I've been having a lot of panic attacks in the past week or so, and it's it's been hard. So it hasn't been this happy go lucky me like I sound right now. Um I've been struggling, and I've been praying that, God will, just be with me as I ride this through. Uh, there's so much in the future that is unknown, and so many different things that are happening in my life that the future seems very scary. And I I remember the same feeling when I dropped out of high school, not knowing my future, not knowing what to do in my life. And it was a scary time for me, because I feel like that's when um my mental illness was not what was starting to not be as good. And so it's been rough, but I've been praying through it. I have such good friends and family who check up on me, and life's been tough, but God always has his hand in mine, or my hand in his, and leading me and showing me that it's going to be okay. It's going to be all right. And if you are going through any struggles right now, I'm going to offer you up in my prayers. I want you to know that even though it's tough right now, even though it's scary, even though you're unsure, God knows what He needs you to do, and He will show you the way. Um, Life sometimes is unpredictable, and you don't know what might happen the next day, and we hope that whatever happens, that God's love will always shine brightly. And so I've been thinking, how can I light up the world with his love? And praying has been one of them. Praying for other people, offering up my pains and sorrows for other people. And then other ways I can light up the world with his love is just by sharing my story and through this podcast, and then showing love to other people. I try my best um, to be helpful and kind. Sometimes it's hard to show the face, the happy face that we all want to see. And sometimes, it doesn't come up on my face all the time, but it when it does, I want to be intentional in what I'm trying to feel and share with other people. And so take this time to really, really just thank God for all the blessings that He has given you, all the pains and sorrows that you have been going through. Let it be a stepping stone to reach higher to God. I hope that you have learned more about me and my life right now. And if you have any suggestions to anything that I've said, any comments, concerns, or anything you just want to reach out to me and tell me, please don't hesitate to comment below. I would love to hear from you. And, if you have any um, ideas of what I should do for my podcast, or what I any words of encouragement, that would be so helpful for me to hear. And, you know, I just want to thank you for being a part of my family. I know some of you are from far away, some of you right in my own house, and thank you for always listening to me. Thank you for allowing me to share my stories and share my friends and family with you. I love to hear from you too. I love to talk, but I also love even more to listen. And so comment below, text me, email me, call me if you know my number. Let me know how I can help you, how I can pray for you, and with that, go light up the world with his love. Thanks, guys. Bye.